Hello again. Thank you for coming back to You're the Artist Studio. This painting is actually for my online group, the You're the Artist Online Studio VIPs. This is our paint night, our free paint night for March, which I think is on the 27th. Friday night at 9 o'clock, last Friday of the month. So I'm not sure if this one's going to make it up onto YouTube until after that, but then again, that's par for the course because I haven't really been posting a lot on there. So anyway, I wanted to do an Easter subject, and so this is what I chose to do. And I have black, white, purple, pink, yellow, light green, dark green, and brown. And if I need any other colors, I will mention it in the video. So we're gonna kind of get started with some purple, but I'm gonna lighten that purple up with a little bit of white because I want these to be very pastel-y. So we're just gonna add some purple. So I kind of want to keep my brush strokes going consistent in the sky because I'm going to bring in some of the colors and we want it to kind of like flow, like there's colorful clouds. You don't even have to do much more than that. You just need a tiniest bit of paint. Most of this painting will get done with a wee bit. So I'm going to take some pink and blend that right on in. I'm not worrying about going over the cross. The brown will cover it up. Let me lighten this pink up a little bit. Just drop a little bit of white in it. Now I'm going to kind of move into some yellow. Just start blending that in. It's pretty important that you don't blend the yellow into the purple because it'll make a kind of brownish and so I'm lightening each of these colors by putting a little bit of white. I may even come back in with just plain white. So we're just going to gradually bring our sky down from the purple, pinks to the yellow, and you can even come back in with a little bit more pink. And just bring a little bit of that pink down into the, just a little further down. When I get down here, what I'm going to do is take this light green, and you can use any light green and any dark green and any yellow. I'm just going to kind of blend this green into the yellow sky. because I want the kind of the where the sky and the ground touch. I just kind of want it to all blend together. I don't want to have a hard defining. Make it a little bit still with the light green, but like full strength towards the bottom. Dark green will come into play with the leaves. Now I'm trying not to paint over any flowers. I don't mind painting over some leaves. I'm coming in with a little bit more yellow to make it a little bit stronger. But I want a gradual blend from a little bit purple to pink to yellow to green. I want it to be a little darker on the edge. On the bottom edge of the flowers. Alright, just soften that up. Alrighty. I'll let the background dry on the white, and I want to paint over that until it is dry. So I'm going to take some brown. I'm going to lighten it up. So I mix some white and brown just to lighten this up a little, but we'll come back in with the darker. Hoping I mixed enough of that lighter brown. I think I can just get it, and that's okay. It's good. So now I'm going to come in with some of that darker brown. So we want to get a little bit of wood grain and also a little bit of shadow. So this is the shadow end. So for this darker one, I'm going to paint in the direction of the wood grain, which for this would be up and down. And I can always come in with my little brush, which is what I intended to do to begin with. But I'll do some with this. And the wood grain on this one is going to be going back and forth this way. It just helps create So I'm going to use my small, more detailed brush. you feel like you did too much, you could always come in with a lighter brown. I want it a little darker towards the bottom. I might even mix a tiny bit of black with some brown to really darken it up. Okay. I'm gonna wait on to do this last. So the flowers and the leaves. Let's see, we'll do the flowers first because they are a lot more fun. So I think what I want to do with the flowers, they're all different kinds of colors, but I think I might make a coral, which is white and pink. So I'm mixing some white and pink. When you're mixing colors, always take a little bit of each color and put it to the side. Don't just plop it all in your original pile because you'll just ruin the whole pile. And I'm gonna make like a coral color, almost orangey, corally. And also, you don't want to have too much paint on your brush, which I felt there was too much on that. You can make your flowers any colors you feel like it. So we will be painting this live, which I'll be going more in depth into instructions and brushes, but essentially I am using a medium round, which is about a 6 round, and a 1-inch flat, and a small liner or detail brush. I'm gonna make that the flower too. And I think I'm going to switch to my detail brush. I want to lighten up some of these petals more in the center. So I'm just going to add some white to it. that. I should have used yellow for the center. I like that better. I'll just be creative and have fun with your flowers. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. And I kind of come in with some dark green and find some of those lines that of the leaves. And at this point, I'm just kind of painting in some of the leaf area with a mixture of the lighter green and the darker green. And don't stress out too much about the leaves. Also got journal leaf shapes. I'm just kind of adding some, I kind of painted all the leaves with the light green. I'm just kind of adding a little, even if it's just a line, usually on the bottom edge or this. Just gives them a little definition. So I'm not a big fan of all the lines. I sublimated this canvas from the tracer I made for y'all, and it came out a little on the darker side, darker than I'd like it to be. So I'll just try and make sure I paint over them. Add a bit of white highlights to them. All right, so I'm going to mix some more light purple. So I'm going to paint this in the light purple And I will come back in with the dark purple. Hmm. Oh, so I'm just trying to create some shadows, some highlights and depth in the folds of the cloth. And now we're gonna come in with some highlights and some white. Alright, that is our Easter painting. I mean, I can sit here and fiddle with this forever, but that's the basics that we'll be painting. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you guys have a happy Easter. So thank you for watching. This is Joni from You're the Artist Studio. And again, this is for the private group, the You're the Artist Studio, You're the Artist Online Studio VIP. So feel free to join that, where we have a free paint night once a month, and also tips, tricks, and just goodies and conversation. All right. Well, you guys have a happy Easter, and we'll see you on the flip side.